Hi dear survivors, welcome to my new video. Today the topic of video: once human MG4 Predator build winter phase 3 mg 4 DPS 140K total DPS 2.7 Many viewer ask me English mods review. Friends, I join beta versions. I send English mods and English mods name review. Currently only have 30% of the guns for a temperature controlled tower. Our current buff only has a 30% gun damage bonus from a temperature control tower. You can see that the damage is easily 80,000 seconds, and the critical hit bullets are also more than 8,000. Which keeps jumping. What's more, we have a magazine with more than 200 rounds of bullets, so the output of one magazine is more than 1.4 million. If we simulate actual combat, that is to say, we use blue flames to mark and then release Hell Lone Wolf, etc. to see how much output this can achieve. Let's release the Hell Wolf and then put the Hunter's mark on it and start fighting. You can see that our critical bullet number has soared to how high it has been. Such a state of 16,000 and 18,000. Then this is due to the change of the Bounty Man's cradle. Let us get another 30% gun damage bonus. After the cradle disappeared, you can see that our numbers dropped to 11,000 or 110 billion. This is the bonus given to us by the Lone Wolf of Hell. It can easily reach more than 2 million per magazine. So at the same time, we also have a rapid fire style analog to show you how the rapid fire style target shooting performs. Of course, this blueprint is golden, which is definitely much better than that one. And as for the magazine capacity, because there is no satisfactory bonus, our magazine capacity is only 115 rounds. Let's take a look at this damage performance. We can see from this number that his attack power is not as high as satisfactory, but the damage per second is definitely not bad. Because we have increased the rate of fire by a full 20%. The ability to appear in a short period of time has also become more powerful. But when it comes to saying that there is only 760,000 after the game, it is quite embarrassing. Let's see what number we can get from the two games. Okay, one is 1.57 million. Well, everyone has also seen that this output is actually not too low, so if you don't have a good blueprint that you are satisfied with and still want to play the Martyr's White Gun, it is no problem to have a rapid fire style critical hit rate. Quick shooter gets 0.5 seconds of unlimited ammo for every multiplier of 5. So after finishing the drawings, let's talk about our armor. The key equipment must be our green mask. There is no choice. Add 10 to our attack power bonus and quick shooter multiplier. This is really too controversial. So naturally, the critical attack genre is indispensable for our Lone Wolf. Then 4 Lone Wolves and 1 Fortress are also possible. Then the second option is 3 Lone Wolves and 2 Fortresses. This reloading speed can also improve our machine guns. And it also has implications for our modules. Then there are 2 options for the weapon module. One is continuous fast gun, and the other is this multiple fast gun. The difference between the two is quite big. Let me show you the continuous quick shot. The duration of the quick shooter is increased by 4 seconds. And the gun damage in the quick shooter state is increased by 15%. The second option is to increase the gun damage by 1.5 seconds after triggering the quick shooter, which lasts for 10 seconds and can be stacked 20 times. So what is the total firearm damage bonus given to us at level 20? Does the 30% gun damage compare to the 15% gun damage? It is 15% more. This fast shooter actually lasts for a very short time. Let me show you. Let's fight and show you how fast this fast shooter drops. Brothers, look at this quick shooter. How fast is it? It will fall off in 2 seconds. The keywords are all written here. The bonus of each level of shooting speed attack during the duration lasts for 2 seconds. Have you seen it? Lasts 2 seconds. So 2 seconds can't actually do anything. It must be necessary for us to change the bomb, right? When changing the bomb, all the inferior players will fall out. If we inject an injection, the number of layers will be reduced to 0, and it will be necessary to stack them again. In the 4 seconds that the continuous fast gun gives us with the gain, we can achieve any reload without losing stacks. You can see that I directly changed the ammunition, and I used heavy-duty magazines, and there were no purple magazines. If you have purple magazines, reloading will be faster. If you use 3 Lone Wolves and 2 Fortresses, your reload speed will increase faster. That is to say, if we don't have it, we can still go up to the limit. As you can see, when the limit goes up, the number of fast gunners will never drop, but it is too extreme after all, so I suggest you use 3 Fortresses and 2 Fortresses, or talk about a purple magazine. If we are satisfied with the picture, then relatively speaking I would recommend continuous express gun. After all, restacking a quick shooter is also a loss, right? For the head module, we directly choose fire pursuit and explosion. Our critical hit style must be directly after the explosion. There is also a module where we can choose lucky players to fight monsters with no weaknesses without considering shooting. In addition to the speed bonus for that satisfactory picture, we can choose a lucky player, and the damage will be higher than fire pursuit. For the clothing module, we can select 10 items. This one is explosive, right? It has gunshot damage and explosion damage. So many friends ask if this quick return to factory is easy to use. It is very easy to use. If you are using rapid fire pictures, I strongly recommend you to bring a quick return to the factory with this explosive one. Of course, I didn't show you an accurate picture here. If you are satisfied with the picture, and you use the quick return method, he will not be able to get the picture you are satisfied with, which means that he will not be able to refill the extra magazine capacity for you. It doesn't matter if it's rapid fire. Of course, it's more recommended that you look for this module that can be quickly returned to the factory. After all, sometimes you need to grab the output or something. It's quite comfortable to use a needle to fill up the ammo. On the pants side, we still use crit fanaticism and explosion damage, so what about explosion damage and explosion damage, right? And I don't even have a gunshot wound. Take a look. I just used this set of modules on me to get the target damage. There is no change. Critical hit mania, critical hit damage plus 1 magazine capacity. When it comes to shoes, we just play it safe or make preparations to find a better one to burst, or what you like. The critical hit power of the gloves is enhanced by 15%, so you can't run away. And the gunshot damage and explosion damage will be punished after the explosion. The unbreakable surrounding block on the life dart is also one of our core modules and cannot be changed. Quickly increase the hand stack by 5, and add 1% for each additional number of times. Then the back sin of weapons and masks, we try our best to choose this exclusive back offense. Which is the quick shooter? What are its effects? Gun damage is increased in the fast gunner state, critical hit damage is increased in the fast gunner state, and weak point damage is increased in the fast gunner state. So if there is such a 3 damage module, it is still very good. You can see that I actually have such a 3 damage module. My module itself is not good. Well, this is a 3 damage module. The critical hit weaknesses of firearms are all correct, but it is too strong. It directly strengthens the elite to the elite. It is really unstoppable. After the module is finished, we come to the weapon accessories. First of all, we have 2 options. One is the multi-hole self-propellant, which adds a range of 4 and an accuracy of 11. Then the other is our pendant type compensator, an accurate and stable double plus. Then I would recommend the downhead type compensator. The range of 4 is really better than nothing. You're going to go over here, we're going straight to the stability, and then over here on the tactical side we've got this compact infrared designator. And if you are satisfied with the drawings, I can recommend you to bring a purple magazine. The purple magazine can still improve the feel. We are not that short of this magazine capacity. If you have a plain blueprint, you should bring gold magazines. Then you might consider changing the stability and accuracy of the plain drawings. As for the cradle, our first machine gun can't be defeated and suppressed, and then it can be matched with tactics, and then it can be used to control whether the abnormality is correct or not. Then our next step is to maintain stability, that is, we must bring fast shooters. Then you must bring a fast gun for hunting. So the most important thing is this bounty. Hunters, we must also bring a secondary weapon. It is best to bring a hunter marked firearm with blue flame, because the blue flame itself has a firearm damage bonus. Then we just eat to the full. It's really full and satisfying. For the remaining 2 positions, we can play alone, fight against the crowds in Refrigerator, Skyrim, or use supernatural defense, and they will be fine. Because we are taking the crit path, so in the previous video, we recalled the embarrassment and the difficulty of dealing with the boss without weaknesses. We martyrs don't have these worries at all. Especially when we fight against extinction. The most powerful weapon to fight exterminators and martyrs is none other. Other logistics weapons, fragmentary bullets are not good. The output frequency of the blue flame bullseye is too slow. So once we become martyrs with big bullet teeth, we will definitely beat the martyrs and beat the exterminators to death. The name Exterminator Martyr is quite apt, right? We directly martyred the exterminators and beat the exterminators until they were truly exterminated. By the way, our martyr is a gun with no attributes, so we can get the physical damage bonus given to us by this cowhide. So as for whether it is cowhide or river valley cowhide, it depends on personal choice. After all, river valley cowhide has a limit of endurance not less than 120, and this endurance needs to be obtained from other ways. If you need a physical gun, if you want to play with a machine gun,